your boy Canon Corey, and I just ate at Ilili's or I don't know how to pronounce it, but that restaurant right behind me, and it was delicious. I got my to-go bag, and now I'm about to tell you guys all about it.
What's up, guys? Your boy Canon Corey here, and yesterday I visited this place out here in DC called the Wharf. It's basically this little boatyard area with restaurants and hotels and apartments, like high-end apartments that you can visit and hang out in if you're looking for something here to do in Washington, DC. Now, I haven't been to this place too many times, but I've been enough to be able to tell you guys a little bit about it. Pretty much just going to share my experience of how it was when I went. Okay, so first things first, the Wharf is metro accessible, maybe about a 5.5 to 6 minute walk from the nearest metro, which is LaFlante Plaza. At LaFlante Plaza, you can catch multiple different metro lines like the silver, blue, yellow, green, and red, I believe, which basically means it's like a hub. So no matter really where you are in the city, that's a vacuumer. So no matter where you pretty much are in the city, you can make it out to the Wharf. So one of the first things you're gonna notice when you get there is this big white sign that says Wharf. That's how you pretty much know you're there. It's kind of in this little circle right next to a hotel. Not a hotel, actually I think it was an apartment, high-rise apartment complex. But when you walk over to the docks, you'll see there's a lot of boats parked everywhere, restaurants everywhere, people are just walking and talking. Just the whole aesthetics of the place gives you this vibe of like, man, this would be great to share this moment with someone. Or if you just are looking for a place like me where I like to shoot content that has a dope aesthetic, the Wharf definitely has what you're looking for. So my main reason of going to the Wharf was I wanted to check out this restaurant called Ilili's, or I'm not sure if I'm saying it right, but it just looks really cool on TikTok and Instagram and stuff like that. So I wanted to go somewhere where it had the visual aesthetics while I was eating. Going to a place like Ilili's kind of reminds me of like what it's like to eat out when I'm in Houston, since that's where I'm from. Usually a lot of Houston restaurants have like the aesthetics to go with the meal, not just the meal itself. Like you might want to take a picture in the middle of your meal or right after it to, you know, just show that you went somewhere. And one thing I can say about Ilili's about, you know, when I got there is that it definitely didn't underwhelm me. It was right on par with all the photos and videos that I've been seeing on social media. I think one thing that stood out for me is that all the tables on the lower level all have these like reflecting mirror glass tabletops. And then also there was a really cool fountain in the middle of the restaurant. Anytime you can incorporate like moving water or like fountain water, whatever, you know, in the aesthetics of anything, it just kind of brings wherever you are to the next level. It's kind of like a peace factor, like that extra amount of peace, if that's even a thing. While I was there, I ordered this, like, I don't even remember the name. I probably should have remembered the name specifically since I knew I was going to be making this video. I can describe it. It was like these lamb chop meatballs that were sprinkled with like a sweet seasoning sauce. I think there was like grapes in it, but they were like, the grapes were like hot. So it wasn't like raisins or anything like that, but it was like eating hot grapes mixed with lamb. Bear with me, y'all. I know it don't sound that good, but it was interesting. It wasn't just like nasty or anything like that. I expected there to be a different type of taste because, you know, it's a different type of restaurant and I haven't been there before. You know, my mind, you gotta have your taste palette open, people. All right, so besides taste, when the meal was done, to be honest with you, I was expecting it to cost maybe about 60, 70 bucks because I ordered a Sprite, the meal. I didn't have any alcohol or anything like that, but I did also order like an appetizer. It was like these mini potato wedges, and then they also brought out some bread. And then of course the gratuity for the tip, right? The meal was maybe about $35 with everything that I just said. I ended up leaving a bigger tip because first of all, I expected more, and the fact that there wasn't a tip on there was no gratuity automatically added, and the service there was pretty good. I decided to leave a little bit bigger of a tip than usual. Okay, so basically what am I saying? I'm saying that the Wharf DC is definitely a dope place to go visit. Outside of the restaurant experience, just the aesthetics of being able to be outside and checking out this like fire pit they had and checking out all the boats and the restaurants and just the people walking by. Everyone's kind of dressed pretty nice. It was a little cold outside. I think it was about 52 degrees, but it wasn't too cold. It was like, you know, just throw on the jacket, like jacket weather, hoodie weather. And I wasn't really thinking about it at all. I'll be honest with you, when I first moved to Washington, DC, one of the apartments that I was looking at did overlook the Wharf. It was in the Wharf, but I'm not exactly sure if the price of that apartment added up to the views and amenities of what you got for the apartment plus the views down. I don't know. I think it was just a little overpriced, but then again, there's not too many places in Washington, D.C. that gives you this type of look and this type of energy if that's what you're looking for. Now, when I look on the website at Ilili's, I did notice that they had these like igloos that are supposedly on like the top floor that overlook the wharf. I didn't have the opportunity to go up there and look because it was getting late, and it kind of wouldn't have made sense anyway because it was too dark. I had to hurry up and get to another place I was going, but I do plan on going back to Ilili soon just because I want to get that igloo experience. Who knows, I may or may not have someone with me. If I don't really care. I just want to go out and experience the restaurant for myself. The main interest of the restaurant is on the front side of the building, obviously. There's like a little drive-up circle you can get dropped off. Like if you took an Uber, it's a perfect little space to be dropped off and picked up. Parking in the Wharf. Parking at the Wharf, it's not challenging, but it can be a little expensive. I think when I went there the very first time, it wasn't this time I just went, but the first time I went to the Wharf, it was a little expensive to park there. Don't quote me on this, but I think it was like 30 bucks or something like that, close to that range to park, and we were only there for about an hour and a half maybe. So keep that in mind. Most of the parking spaces sit underneath the hotels and apartment complexes, so they pretty much are charging you somewhat of like a premium to use their space in order to go upstairs and visit all the amenities and restaurants and stuff like that. In my opinion, I think it would be a better idea to park somewhere else close to a metro and then ride one of the trains in and walk to the Wharf area. That's just my opinion, what I would do. Or you could Uber. Ubering is probably the easiest thing to do if you want to spend the extra money. But then again, if you're going to spend what probably end up $20 and $30 on Ubering, you might as well just bring your own car if you have it. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. That's pretty much all the info I got right now about the Wharf. Hopefully all the visuals that I've been showing you guys while I've been doing this video are kind of doing it justice. I haven't been doing that many travel videos lately like I've been wanting to, so it was just refreshing just to be able to get outside and document, you know, a new place that I live. I am now officially here in Washington, D.C. as my new permanent place, so I will be making a lot of videos like I did in Houston, here in Washington, D.C. as well. So if you guys have any suggestions on a place that you guys want me to check out, please feel free to leave a comment down below or message me on social media, Instagram or anything like that. And I'm looking forward to reading the comments and exploring the city with you guys or for you guys if you guys plan on coming out here as well. But yeah, until I'll see you guys in the next video, peace. I gotta get some coffee because it's too early. Telework days, you know? Telework days.